Well, it finally happened. I finally got an invitation to Tesla's Cybertruck Foundation series, and that causes some serious issues because number one, really want one. Number two, really can't afford one. So let's take a look at what I should do. Hey y'all, it's Dr. Know-It-All. So yeah, this came in my email last night from Tesla. It says your limited edition Foundation Series Cybertruck is ready to order as an early reservation holder. And by the way, I'm around 650,000-ish. That was my guess at that. You have been invited to order your Foundation Series Cybertruck with early access to delivery. Your Cybertruck will be fully optioned and will include limited edition laser etching badging, cool, premium accessories, charging equipment with PowerShare home backup hardware, all-terrain tires, full self-driving capability, and more. So real quick, let's take a trip over to Tesla's website. You can see here that the two-wheel drive or all-wheel drive version, which has two motors, is basically $100,000. I mean, I'm not going to worry about the $10 extra. And so you get this kind of stuff. You get 340-mile range. That is with road tires. I definitely don't need the all-terrain tires. That's a little bit overkill for me because I don't really plan on taking this thing off-roading ever. So 340 miles of range, 4.1 seconds of 0 to 60, which is, great for a truck. Not as fast as my Model Y, faster than my Model 3, which is what I would be trading in to purchase this thing. 600 horsepower, 11,000 pounds towing capabilities, 7,400 pound-feet of torque, and then of course you get, your limited edition configuration, the laser etched badging, cabin graphics, premium accessories, power share, you get full self-driving capability. Now, interestingly, I've got that locked in at $7,000 because when I ordered the truck, it was $7,000 for that. So we'll talk about that in just a second, but basically let's get down to the, the brass tacks of how much this is all going to cost. And of course, that cost is $100,000 basically. So let's hop over to calculator.net and take a look at how much this is going to cost. So price $100,000, 72 months, 5.5% interest rate, not exactly sure. No cash incentives, down payment of $5,000. I'm just spitballing these numbers at this point. Trade-in value, maybe $25,000 for our Model 3. Amount owed, about $15,000. 7% tax rate on Georgia stuff. Ouch. And then, a guesstimation of about $2,600 registration and stuff. That's over $1,500 a month, which is more than double the price that we're paying on a Model 3. That's about $620, $625 a month. So that's a big nut to chew on. This is something where maybe we could do this. We make decent incomes and all of that kind of stuff, but we also have a kid in private school for the next 2 years until he graduates, and that reduces our discretionary income quite a bit, so we have to pay for the basics of things, but then discretionary income is quite reduced. But in a weird wrinkle, yesterday I received paperwork for turning me, this YouTube channel, into an LLC, and I think that there are some advantages to purchasing a vehicle and stuff. I really don't know a lot about that, so if you happen to be somebody who knows LLCs well, definitely let me know in the comments about this, because that really could change the equation in terms of insurance rates. In terms of counting this as a full-on business expense, I just don't understand that much. I'm going to have to look into that because that would actually change things quite a bit if there is a substantial tax savings to be made by purchasing this car through the LLC or purchasing it myself and then the LLC rents it from me. I really don't understand how all that stuff works. So anyway, if you guys can help with that, that would be amazing. And speaking of help, I really honestly do want help. That's kind of the purpose of this video, is to actually ask you guys, this is a really big thing. The logical, rational thing to do would be to take any of this money, extra money, say, if you're going to spend an extra $700 a month or something like that, take that instead and buy Tesla shares or Nvidia shares or whatever. I mean, you name it, put it in some sort of market, but life is not made of fully rational decisions. So anyway, last night I posted, okay, folks, the moment of truth has arrived. I've been invited to get a Foundation Series Cybertrucks. Can we afford the monthly payment? Not a chance. Do I still want to figure out a way to make it happen? Of course, any suggestions? I have a pretty decent kidney still. So let's turn to what you all had to say about this. And of course, I want to know what you all think in the comments, but we'll look at some of the X comments first. And by the way, this post has actually done pretty well. 37.8 thousand views and 177 comments. So of course I won't read all of the comments, but I think a handful would be interesting to get sort of a range of what people have to say about this. So AJ Marslife, in the same boat, can't afford it right now, all the best. So thank you, AJ. And Rob, of course, comes out with the very pertinent, if you don't purchase it, Scott will never let you hear the end of it. By the way, he's got a Cyber Beast coming along. So he's got the 3-motor version with I think it's 2.3 seconds or 2.1 seconds, 0 to 60, some insane thing. So if nothing else, I I will definitely have to take a ride in his. And yeah, I totally agree with that. Scott will never let me hear the end of it. AJ says, side hustle in the oldest industry, perhaps. And I said, I really doubt I have the assets for that anymore. Maybe back in the day I might have, but not anymore. Griffin said, pull a Jeremy Judkins and just post clickbait, TikToks, and shorts of the Cybertruck to cover the payment. Seems like he's managing to do that and making money on top. And I then responded, can I get Kim Kardashian to get out of mine a few times? That would pay for the truck real quick, which it definitely would. A few pictures of that, the truck would be paid for like nothing. Jeff Lutz, and hi Jeff, said, you only need one kidney, wait for the non-foundation. Keep making amazing, informative videos. Thank you, and I really appreciate that you watch. Thank you so much. And Tesla owners of Silicon Valley said, YOLO. Why not, guys? And I said, yeah, maybe I could drive it to the Tesla takeover. By the way, I will be there at the end of July, right? So I think the 27th, something like that, but definitely look that up. I'll be there, and a whole bunch of other people will be there as well. It will be quite the thing. It's in San Luis Obispo, and it should be a ton of fun. And Jared said, me too, I'm going to wait until it's non-donation pricing. It is a little bit like that. And by the way, the $100,000 is not just $20,000 more than the standard Cybertruck, but it's $20,000 plus $7,500 off, because of course that's a reduction in price because of the tax breaks. So the car effectively is about $72,500. But then of course you have to tack back on the $7,000 in full self-driving, because of course I would want that with the Cybertruck. So that means it's basically back up to $80,000. But even in that case, you save on taxes and stuff, so the payment would go down quite a bit. And just to put that in real numbers here, you can see we go from $1,500 a month to a little shy of $1,200 a month. Again, this is spitballing numbers. I haven't done this for real. But that saves over $300 a month, or about $3,600 a year. That's not insubstantial. So just a few more comments here. Tesla Economics said, no need to go overboard, just wait if it's the best financial move, which definitely, to be reasonable, it would be a better idea to buy Tesla or Nvidia stock for sure with that extra money. But again, life is not all rational decisions. You got to enjoy your life as well. James Catt said, in my opinion, price will drop inside the next 4 months. That is interesting because of course the Foundation series will eventually run out, and they'll start selling regular series. And again, that'll be down to like $80,000. So that's $20,000 net difference. Dave Wolf comes up with an interesting suggestion. I'm sure you could put it on Turo and get it paid for in a year or two. Just keep the Y so you can get around. I'm quite certain that Cybertrucks will get a premium when being used as airport rideshare vehicles. It'll easily fit 5 big guys and all their luggage. So that is an interesting idea, is to put it on Turo. Since it's relatively indestructible, it should be relatively safe to put on Turo. So interesting thought. I hadn't really thought about that yet, but that is a possibility. And then Darren Appleton says, wow, I hope you're able to make it work. It's a big chunk of change, but a once in a lifetime type of truck. With some creative videos, the impressions on social media could be enough to help with the payment. I hear trolling the haters works pretty well. So maybe what I should do is like why the Cybertruck really sucks or something like that. I'll just post a bunch of videos like that have nothing to do with it. It'll just be clickbait, get a whole bunch of hits, pay for the truck, just like that, no problem at all. But that is of course interesting. FSD Beta Test Pilot says, wait for the non-foundation, 80,000 minus 7,500 tax credit, you can wait. But again, remember, I'll be paying 7,000 for full self-driving, so it's still going to basically be $80,000. So I won't save that much money because that is included in the Foundation series. So the net difference is more like $13,000 rather than $20,000, since I'll definitely be getting full self-driving with it. And then Randy, hi Randy, says, we got our offer, we can quote afford it, but it made no sense to pay that much to get it now rather than next February or March, so we will wait. So anyway, that is the range of opinions. We've got everything from YOLO to be reasonable about it. Don't do the Foundation series right now. Wait and get the regular version of the car and save a whole bunch of money. So what do you all think? I really am curious. I honestly have no idea. Talked to my wife. She's out of town right now, and we spent some time on the phone last night talking, and we're just like, we're stymied a little bit. The big wild card for me is whether or not having an LLC and somehow working something with the LLC could make this a more attractive option than purchasing it personally. If you know about this stuff, please let me know in the comments or direct message me on Twitter, on X, and I would be happy to find out more information from you. I just don't know that much about LLCs and stuff. So anyway, that would be most helpful. But even if you know nothing about LLCs, definitely let me know what you think in the comments, because I really am taking this all in and thinking about it. So thanks for watching, and thanks for helping with this decision, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.